Listen, if you are not using email marketing in your business, you are definitely leaving money on the table. And if you haven't been using email because you don't know what to send to your list, this is a video for you, because I'm going to share with you my 𝗧𝗵𝗂𝘀𝗀𝘀 method that will teach you how to come up with endless email ideas so that you can keep your email list jumping. What up, Kingdom Builders? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Evaughn, your favorite business coach in these internet streets. I help corporate professionals and first-time entrepreneurs turn their skills, talents, and expertise into profitable online businesses. Welcome to Soul Struck Land. This is my internet home where I show you how to go from confused to the cash generating boss that we both know you are meant to be. And in today's video, I am continuing the series on email marketing for how you can level up your emails. And today I'm going to share with you my special 𝗧𝗵𝗂𝘀𝗀𝘀 method for how you can come up with endless content ideas to send to your email list. One question that I get all the time is like, how many emails should I send? What type of emails should I send? I don't know what to send to my list. I feel like I'm saying the same things over and over and over again. Or you feel like you only contact your list when you have something to sell. And listen, don't do that. If you only communicate with your email list when you are trying to sell them something to your subscribers, you are like that pesky cousin that only comes around when you know they want to borrow money, right? Don't be that cousin, okay? So stick around in this video, and I'm going to give you my 𝗧𝗵𝗂𝘀𝗀𝘀 method for how you can come up with endless email ideas. So before we get into the actual ideas, let me just tell you what my 𝗧𝗵𝗂𝘀𝗀𝘀 method is. So if you are new here, you're not on my email list, I typically will send out 3 emails per week to my list. My list is very segmented, so not everyone gets every single email. So I have my weekly email that goes out on Mondays. It's called my Marketing Monday emails, where I just give digital sales and marketing strategies, tips and tricks to my email list. Everyone on my list gets that email. And then I also send out, just like when I post new YouTube videos, blogs, and things like that, product updates. And then I always send a direct sales email, typically on Fridays or over the weekend. And so that is pretty much following my 𝗧𝗵𝗂𝘀𝗀𝘀𝘀 method. So let me go ahead and break down exactly what that is. So because I send 3 emails per week, the first email that I send is typically the 𝗧𝗵 email. That's my Marketing Monday email that goes out to my entire list. And basically in this email, it is exactly what it sounds like. It is just a service email where I'm adding value, I'm sharing information, sharing tips, email marketing strategies, digital sales strategies with my audience with no sales pitch at all. It is just a straight up serve, add value type email. Now, I send that email on Mondays, and then in the middle of the week, I send my suggest email, right? And with the suggest email, basically what this is, it is going to be like an indirect sales pitch. So in the first serve email, you're not selling anything. You're just adding value to your audience. You're nurturing them. You're building your know, like, and trust factor. But when you get to the suggest, you're still going to add value on the front end, but then transition into what I like to call an indirect sale, right? So pretty much the beginning of the email, you may share tips, tricks, you know, some type of value, and then you transition into an offer, a paid offer that you're trying to entice your audience to buy your course, sign up for your coaching package, whatever it is. So that is the suggest. It's kind of what it sounds like. You're suggesting a sale, but it's kind of in an indirect way. Now, the third step in this method is the sale, and sale is exactly what it sounds like. It is a straight up direct sales pitch, no chaser. You getting this sales pitch, okay? And so this is why I typically send these like on Fridays or Saturdays, because for me, I will do like a Friday 1-day flash sale, or I'll do like a weekend only sale where, listen, you could get in on this promo today only, this weekend only type of thing, but it's a straight up sales pitch. I want you to buy this product or service, right? So that is the gist of the serve, suggest, sell method. First, you want to serve them by adding value, no sales pitch. Then you suggest a sale, you give them value, and transition into an indirect sale. And then you hop over to the sale, which is a straight up direct sales pitch, okay? Now that you know what the serve, suggest, sell method is, you are probably like, Ebony, but how do I come up with ideas to send in each one of these categories? I'm glad you asked, boo, because I'm going to give you some ideas that you can implement with your own email subscribers. All right, so first things first is let's talk about some ideas for your serve emails. Remember, your serve emails are straight up value added, no sales pitch attached, right? So for your serve emails, you can do things like tips, tricks, hacks that can save them time, energy, or money. You can do how-tos and tutorials. You can send emails that will address their pain points, the common myths or objections that happen within your industry. You can share your lessons learned, like talk about your own business journey or your personal development journey and what you're learning along the way. You can also talk about mistakes to avoid and share your favorite things. So one thing that I love doing is sharing like my tech stack or my favorite apps to use for, say, creating social media content, or my favorite email service provider to use. So you can share your favorite apps, your favorite tools, your favorite things that you use in your business as well. And that makes great content for emails. And again, you're sharing a look into what you're using, but your audience may find the same tools valuable as well, and that is why it is a value-added email. All right, so let's keep the party going and get over to some ideas that you can use for suggest. So when it comes to your suggest email, just a reminder, this is going to be your email that's still value-added at the top, and then you transition into that direct sales. And so one way that I typically do this is like right now on my email list, I am focusing on selling my email boss bundle. And so in my suggest email, the top of the email, I will share my YouTube video that I made last week about 5 email sequences that all coaches should have in their business, right? So in the beginning of the email, I talk about those 5 sequences you should have. So I transition from saying, hey, here are the 5 sequences that you should have in your business, to saying, this is why I created the email boss bundle, so you don't have to start from scratch to create your emails. I have 9 email sequence templates for you that you can just plug and play and start communicating with your subscribers now. So that's an example of how I use suggest, but here are some other ideas that you may want to incorporate as well. So a great idea for actually doing suggest is doing what I like to call single frames. So if you are a coach, a service provider, course creator, and you have a specific framework or methodology that you're teaching in your business, you can actually break down your framework into bite-sized steps, right? So for example, in my business, I teach the Purpose to Profits Blueprint. It is a 7-step framework, and sometimes in my emails, I will just break out one component of the blueprint to talk about on my email. So I may talk about finding your purpose and why it's important to build your business around, you know, your skill set and your expertise and the things that you're good at. One day I may talk about positioning and, you know, how you can use that P of the process to actually build your authority, showcase yourself as an expert. And so basically I'm taking just one single frame from the entire framework and using that as content for emails. So another great way to use the suggest section of this methodology is to basically showcase your client wins and milestones. So for me, I help my clients actually launch businesses, launch new products and services. So I may actually send out emails when someone initially launches their business. Inside of my programs, we also celebrate milestones. So we celebrate their first 10K month, their first anniversary. So those are actually milestones that you can use as content for your emails as well. In addition to that, you can always send emails about updates whenever you post new blogs. If you have a blog on your website, when you post new videos, if you're like me and you have a YouTube channel, you can post and share that with your email list. So, and you're still adding value, but then you can also transition. And if you have a product, a service, course, program that's related to that blog post, then you can transition to that offer in your emails as well. Another idea that you can actually use is using frequently asked questions. If you have been in your business for a while, you will notice that the same questions come up over and over and over again, right? I know for me, the most popular question is always, how do I get clients? So that is actually questions that you can turn into email content and answer those questions for your subscribers. Another great suggestion for sending suggest emails that will actually transition into offers is by offering demos or walkthroughs. So if you have a new coaching program and you're walking them through your 7-step framework, you can do a demo that takes people behind the scenes and shows them this is what it's like. Once you sign up for the program, you're going to get access to this dashboard or this platform, and then they can see all the modules and lessons that are available. Maybe they can check out if you have a community, you can show them behind the scenes of what the community looks like, the discussions that are happening, the different spaces where they can actually engage and fellowship with other students. If you actually have, like, say you offer a SaaS where you have software as a service, you can actually take people on a walkthrough for how to use that software, how to use your application. So demos and walkthroughs can really go so many different ways. The possibilities are endless, okay? And then last but not least, when it comes to suggest, another thing that you can do is leverage the mindset and beliefs or the transformations that your clients will have to go through in order to be successful in your programs. So if there are common misconceptions that people think about, like me, I know people feel like they have to use social media in order to grow an online business. And so I could send an email that talks about why that's not necessarily true, and like give alternatives for how you can grow your business offline, or other strategies you can use outside of social media. So those are just ideas for suggest. In addition to the suggest method, we also have sell, right? And this is when you get into your straight up, no chaser, direct sales pitch. And this is pretty much going to be straightforward. You are going to be just giving a direct sales offer to your email list. And so with this, how I like to do direct sales, I kind of already talked about doing flash sales. I may do like a Friday flash sale, a 24-hour flash sale, 48-hour flash sale, weekend only flash sales. One thing that I started doing probably about a year ago that has also increased my sales is, before, whenever I sell a lot of digital products and online courses, and with that I always give people lifetime access to those. And so I do a lot of product updates whenever like trends may change, new strategies come out. I may just add additional content or change bonuses. But whenever I do that, I used to just send an email to the people who had purchased that product or service and say, hey, these updates are now available in your course or in your digital product. But about a year ago, I was like, you know, this could be a really good sales email for the people who haven't already gotten my email boss bundle or the social media boss bundle or digital sales. Like, these people will now see that there's new content, and maybe this will be something that they've been looking for, or this may be the thing that actually entices them to go ahead and buy it now, right? So you can always send emails with product updates whenever I add new content. New lessons are available. Instead of me just sending an email to the people that bought that product or service, I started sending those emails to my entire email list, and then I started getting more sales just from sending out those product updates. In addition to product updates, you can always send emails for like exclusive discounts. You can also, for direct sales, you can leverage your client wins and your client wins and milestones, as well as your own wins and milestones. When you hit your first 6-figure month, your business anniversary, you know, you can turn that into content. You can share lessons learned, mistakes that you made along the way. And if you have a product or service that will help them to overcome or prevent them from making the same mistakes, that could be email content. In addition to that is just follow-up. So like, if people don't buy, but you see that there was interest, they reached out to you, maybe they booked a call with you, maybe they were clicking the links and checking out the product, you can follow up and say, hey, you added this to your cart, but you didn't buy it. Make sure you go back and add it. You can follow up and say, hey, I saw you were interested in this, but you didn't sign up. Like, what happened? Or you can just say, hey, like, you booked a call with me a year ago and you weren't ready to join the program. I was checking to see if maybe now is a better time and a better fit for you to actually join the program. So the money is in the follow-up, okay? Make sure you always follow up. In addition to follow-ups, you can just share behind the scenes, your lifestyle, your personal journey of building your business, and then turn that into direct sales and let people know, like, if you want to achieve similar results, then check out this product right here, right? So those are the content ideas that I have for you when it comes to coming up with the email content ideas in your business using my 𝗧𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗀 method. Let me know down in the comments below this video, did you find this information helpful? What do you think about my 𝗧𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗀 method? Is this getting your wheels turning for how you could come up with endless content ideas for your emails? Let me know all the tea down in the comments below this video. And if you want to kind of jumpstart your email marketing game, then make sure you check out the pinned comment below this video and grab my email boss bundle. It gives you a email marketing masterclass that just goes over the ins and outs of email marketing, some best practices. I give you 9 different email sequences that are basically plug and send. You input your information and you can start running those for different events in your business, whether you're doing webinars, whether you're doing a 5-day challenge, whether you just want an upsell sequence, a welcome sequence. I have every single sequence you could think about in that bundle, as well as some other goodies and things for you. So make sure you click the pinned comments and grab your email boss bundle. Until the next time, thanks so much for stopping by my internet home. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you will be the first one to get notified when I upload a brand new video next week. In the meantime, feel free to check out these 2 email marketing videos right here, or this playlist if you're really about that life. All right, bye y'all.